be bossy is to say that you're going to get everything that you want out of life. I think a lot of times people use the word bossy as a negative term, but it doesn't have to be. And I wanted to create a brand that allows bossy to mean something positive, to get everything that you want out of life, to own your life, to chase everything that you desire. You have one life, get everything. And we don't come together enough, especially as black women. I think that we have been stereotyped to be very angry, to be against each other, and I feel like, to be honest, it's this unity that is waiting to burst out. So I should start with saying that when I first started, I wasn't trying to create a brand. I didn't necessarily know what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to write and express myself, and so I created a blog. I never had done a blog before. I never did any type of writing before in that type of level. And then I just started writing and I started posting, and I put it out there for others to read. And then the feedback that I was getting was so positive, which I was surprised by in a sense, because I didn't necessarily know if people would relate to me, if people would understand what I was saying. And then the fact that women and girls were saying, yo, I'm going through that same thing, or yo, I totally understand what you're saying, that was dope to me. And so I decided from there that I needed to create something that was bigger than a blog. So I wanted to create a brand that empowered women, that encouraged women, and that connected women to be able to talk amongst each other. So my blog is not just me talking to you. I want you to talk back to me. I want you to connect with different women who are commenting under my pieces just as you are. So when I think about people who have inspired me to not necessarily want to maybe be a leader, but just a voice and an advocate for women, I think about people like Queen Latifah. When you really think about her journey, she really started off in the hip-hop world and being an advocate for women who were kind of, you know, being talked bad about in lyrics, and she was basically saying, yo, you're not about to call me no bitch, you know what I mean? You gotta respect me, I'm a queen. And you know, just her stance of evolvement and from her career has really showed that you can't box a woman. A woman can do anything, and she's really shown that. And even people like Diane Nash. A lot of people don't know who Diane Nash is, but she was a leader of SNCC. And SNCC started off at Shaw University as a student organization during the civil rights era. And she was a leader to say, yo, we're not about to back down. And I think those type of women who don't back down, who don't need necessarily a man to show them the way, but also can work with male counterparts to help them to the journey. You know, being bossy doesn't mean that you have to put down men or can't have a man. But it definitely means that you know your worth, and you're not going to allow any men to mistreat that or devalue that in any type of way. I think the thing about mine is unique, and which I'm starting to try to do is create events that black women can go to that can surround them all by the same. I mean, what is more amazing than walking into a room with all black women, all like around your same age, or even older ones or younger ones? Just the fact that you're in a room full of magic, I think that's very powerful. And so I don't want to just create an event where you can just come and have fun and party, because you do that enough. I want to create an event that you can come to, you can feel encouraged, you can feel empowered, you can feel educated, uplifted. I want you to come, and I want you to kind of leave and feel like you just went to the spa, like you just were rejuvenated. And now you have even more force behind your power. I want us to create events that can help women connect with each other and network with each other, because one thing that I've learned going to HBCU, Bennett College, is that, you know, your network is your network, and sometimes we kind of leave people out and think that, oh, maybe we can't network with them. And so it's good to go in a room and see about everyone's talents and what everyone's providing, and to see what you can utilize out of that, or even to give to someone else, where you can benefit to someone else. And also just have conversations, you know, conversations by us, for us, that create a sense of understanding of one another, and to also empower each other to know that we can unite. We don't have to be with the stereotypes, say what society says. We can be the sisterhood if that's what we want. So for my brands, I chose 3 colors. black, pink, and gold. Pink, of course, because it's girly, but I didn't want any just light pink or just any pink. It had to be bright, it had to be bold, like the women that I'm representing. And it's Bossy pink at this point, it's my pink. And black, of course, because black is powerful. And of course, you always need a little shimmer because we're black girls with magic, so you gotta have that gold. The ultimate goal is obviously to bring unity to black women. That's the ultimate goal. But the goal underlining that is the fact that I understand that there's a generation coming after me, and that I feel like it's my duty to pay it forward and to help those girls who are coming after me to understand their value and their worth just as well. And so as a brand, you can't just focus on your market. You have to focus on the market that is behind you, that's following behind you, because your platform is very powerful. The way you use it is very powerful. And so I feel like paying it forward as individuals is something that we should all desire to do. I want to affect younger girls. I want to help them understand that they can be different, that it's okay to be different. I want them to understand that there is a place where they can be and feel comfortable in coming to get help with, because not all the time you're gonna talk to your mom, right? You want somebody who's gonna understand you from a level who may be older than you, but it's not gonna come at you with judgment. We don't have that enough, where girls can come and talk to somebody. I finished school, I got my degree, and now I'm fully back, and I'm gonna be back writing, giving you ladies some of my life, maybe a little different, but I think the journey is gonna be even better, because setback is nothing but a setup for a comeback, and ladies, I'm back.